Probably one of the best so far out of the Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach spoilers that I have done today. Naruto is easily, well, in my own opinion, was the best that I have read today. So, I'm Coach from the Otaku here coming at you with a spoiler, a discussion, a little bit of a talk on the leaks or the scans that were just released of Naruto chapter 674, which comes out this Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you live. Just before I start, the link under where you can read these rules will be in the description below, and the link for Bleach and One Piece will also be in the description below. Also, as well, just before I start, two things I think. First is that if you have been reading or if you have been watching my spoiler review discussion in the past, you'd see that I put up the pictures as well, so you can read it and watch it at the same time. I won't be doing that anymore, unfortunately, because of copyright strikes and things like that, and it's really annoying, and YouTube is bullshit. So that's just that one out of the way. And secondly, yes, when you do read these, the last two or three pages of, if you click on the link, the last two or three pages, best to look at those first because that's where the actual translations are. It's a side-by-side translation and an inserted translation. So it's basically the whole 12, 13 pages of the raw, and then somebody took their time out to basically write a script of what happened inside that raw. Also, is not the entire chapter, it is only 12, 13 pages. Now, without further ado, let us start this spoiler review discussion talk. So basically, first page we have Madara trying to kick some ass with one of his new techniques, this Senpo Iton Raiha, which sounds like some electrical lightning sort of attack, and it's pretty badass as well. Just like basically claps his hands together and then he just fires out some lightning sparks, and it's like pretty awesome. And yeah, it is basically with each of his hands he's trying to attack Sasuke and Naruto, and they are now on the defensive. And so, in order to counter-attack this Senpo Iton Raiha, Naruto throws out one of his black sticks. I'm not 100% sure what the actual translation for this stick is, but yeah, the black stick that both Madara and Naruto are able to conjure up. Naruto throws ones out because it seems like it's a conductor of electricity, and instead of the electrical shot being fired at Naruto and Sasuke, the conductor, the stick, diverts the attack and basically it gets taken away from Naruto and Sasuke, and they come away unscathed from that attack. Also, in more of this chapter, we see Sasuke being able to use his Rinnegan, so we get to see a little bit of a glimpse of what Sasuke and his Rinnegan can do, and it's pretty awesome. Another thing that we find out in this chapter is, or in these reviews, is in these leaks, is that the limbo attack that Madara uses is actually a invisible materialized form of Madara's shadow. That would probably be the best way to explain it. You can't see it unless you have a Rinnegan, which is why Sasuke can see it and Naruto cannot. And also another point on it is that it can only be attacked using the Sage of Six Paths chakra. So physical attacks and other sort of ninjutsu attacks won't work on it unless you're using the Sage of Six Paths chakra. Possibly Sasuke would be able to use it without attacking with the Sage of Six Paths chakra because he also has the Rinnegan. Another thing that we find in this chapter is more uses, of the of Sasuke's imprint on his hand and also Naruto's imprint on his hand. So basically, what Sasuke uses his for is to basically summon up this giant Raikiri, which is pretty badass, and then also Naruto uses his hand, because now I am basically 95% sure that Naruto actually has availabilities to more than one chakra type. So he basically is able to use a sealing jutsu, which is in this attack that I'll talk about soon, and in the previous one with the Yonbu, he was able to use magma-styled chakra. In this attack, when he talks to, because Sasuke and Naruto formulate a plan to stop Madara, Sasuke tells Naruto to, if he has any type of jutsu, to be able to stop, restrain Madara, and then Shikaku comes in and he's like to Naruto, I'll let you borrow my chakra because, as we know, when Gaara used Shikaku, it is like a sealing type of chakra, sealing jutsu. So Shikaku lends Naruto some of his chakra, and Naruto just like he summoned that Rasen Shuriken with the hand that has the symbol on it, he just with his hand he just summons this Jiton Senpu Jiton Rasengan, which is what it's called. So yeah, like a sealing Jitsu Rasengan, which is pretty badass. The monologue between it is Shikaku, then how about you use my chakra and prepare a sealing jutsu? And then Naruto's like, thanks, and Shikaku's like, my name's Shukaku. And then Naruto, Senpu Jiton Rasengan, which is a badass Rasengan, looks like it's a pretty insane Rasengan. And yeah, so continuing on from there, if we move on, I'm pretty sure I discussed how Madara's limbo is actually a shadow form. So when they attack that shadow form, it's because Naruto can't see it and Sasuke can. Sasuke basically tells Naruto to aim for me. So when Sasuke goes to attack the limbo, they actually cross paths with each other. So Naruto will have his Senpo Jiton Rasengan, and Sasuke will have his Raikiri, and they basically cross paths with the limbo in the middle, and they just basically take the limbo out, or we assume that the limbo gets taken out. Apart from all that, though, it's really hard for me to paint a picture with what happens in this manga chapter because it's a pretty complex, and each page has a lot of detail on it. So it's really hard for me to actually paint a picture of what happens in this manga chapter. Basically, all I talked about was the high points with Sasuke being able to use his symbol in his hand to summon up the badass Raikiri or Chidori. I'm not 100% sure which one it is because it wasn't there in the translation. And then also Sasuke using his Rinnegan to be able to actually physically see the limbo, which, as best as I can describe, is a physical manifestation of Madara's shadow, yet it is invisible, so only those with the Rinnegan will be able to see it. Naruto can sense the limbo, but he can't see the limbo, which also Madara says. Naruto can sense the limbo, and Naruto can see the limbo. Basically, what I just said before. Yeah, and well, overall, pretty insane chapter. I'm just trying to see. I'm going through it now and looking to see if there's actually anything else I can say about this chapter except for the fact that it's incredibly badass. Not really, except for the fact that it's incredibly badass. But yeah, that was my spoiler review, analysis, kind of talk on Naruto manga chapter 674. In general, an awesome chapter. We see a lot more new skills from Naruto, more skills from Sasuke, and also more skills from Madara. And now that Madara has consumed the Jubi, he has got that power up, except he is still missing that one Rinnegan. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Madara in due time will get his last eye, his last whether it be an EMS or whether it be his Rinnegan? Because as you all know, he's still missing that eye, and that eye is probably counts up for maybe 25% to maybe 15% of his power. And when he gains that final eye, that increment in his power will go from about here to around about up here, which will be a very tough fight. If he gets his eye back in this fight between Naruto and Sasuke, it will be an even tougher fight for them now that he's got his final eye back, which is a power boost basically for Madara. Also, where do you guys think that now Naruto and Sasuke will go now that they've got these two badass power-ups after they will more than most likely obviously defeat Madara in due time, but what do you think that they will do after that fight? Do you think that it will be that Naruto will verse Sasuke, or do you guys think that just Naruto will become Hokage and then Sasuke will basically become Naruto's left-hand man and try to restore the honor of the Uchiha village or something like that? Or will their views be like that of Madara and the first Hokage, and that they will fight it out again at that valley? I'm not 100% sure what the name of that valley is, but at that valley of the end or beginning or whatever it's called, where Madara and Hashirama did battle. Who knows? For me, I am possibly going with that Naruto becomes Hokage and then Sasuke becomes his left-hand man and tries to restore the honor of the Uchiha village, even though that he's basically the only Uchiha left. But who knows? Maybe there might be a few Uchihas, because if you think about it, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but do you really think that Itachi would have killed even the children? Because we never really know about the crimes. Well, it wasn't really explained in detail about the complete crimes that were done by Itachi. Obviously, we heard that his entire clan was extinct, except for the last one being Sasuke. But who knows? There might be like an underground civilization of the Uchiha clan or something like that. But yeah, overall, really badass chapter with Naruto using this Jiton Rasengan, and Sasuke being able to see the limbo, and Madara with this lightning attack, thinking that he's some sort of anal god like from One Piece. Is just like lightning badass. But yeah, overall a really crazy chapter. Really enjoyed it. These raw with the side translations. Link for it will be in the description below. Also, just a side note, I just like to say that if you're like me and you after reading these chapters or watching an anime season or whatever, when it comes down to watching anime manga, and you would like somebody to discuss it with, if you're like me and want somebody to discuss it with, don't be afraid to follow me on Google Plus, on Hangouts or whatever, and when I'm free, and if you just you'd like to discuss this chapter with me, don't be afraid, because I respect my fans. I'd always answer your questions if you have a question for me. Whatever, really, if something just comes to your head and you just like to ask me, then all good for me. But yeah, this was my spoiler review discussion for Naruto chapter 674, and I really hope you guys liked it. And also, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I was quite sick today, so thank you for bearing with me with this really annoying voice of mine. Oh yeah, one last thing. Who of you have watched the Kingdom manga? Because it is fucking badass. I basically, after watching the anime, basically started reading the manga straight away. And the manga is incredible. I just have to say, I just want like a quick recommendation after the Naruto thing that I just did. So quick recommendation for manga, Kingdom. Absolutely amazing. Not Magi, the Kingdom, not Magic Kingdom, Kingdom. The War, Simon, badass Kingdom. Incredible. So yeah, finally, just to finish this off, thank you very much for watching.